The BBC was blasted by its own former royal correspondent for avoiding key topics like Prince Andrew and Prince Harry during a lengthy interview with Prince Charles earlier this week. BBC blasted by its own royal correspondent for avoiding key topics in Charles' interview, whereas Prince Andrew and Harry probe. BBC climate editor Justin Rowlatt carried out a rare lengthy interview with Prince Charles ahead of the COP26 summit. The interview with the Prince of Wales, which took place at his home in Balmoral, focused on the fight against climate change. However, the BBC's own former royal correspondent Peter Hunt criticised the interview for failing to ask about Prince Harry, Prince Andrew, or the explosive Oprah Winfrey interview. Mr. Hunt responded to the interview by tweeting, "The BBC has been granted access to the UK's next constitutional head of state. Topics discussed with Prince Charles: climate change. Topics not discussed with Prince Charles: Michael Fawcett, Prince Andrew, Prince Harry, Oprah interview and the allegations of racism and the royals." After the release of a BBC newscast interview with Prince William, Mr. Hunt repeated his criticism. He tweeted, "Two future kings have been on BBC News talking at length about the environment. Neither William nor Charles was asked about Michael Fawcett, Andrew or Harry. Internally, those in charge of BBC journalism will be delighted Bashir is forgotten. Externally, no one has batted an eye." BBC Newswatch, presented by Samira Ahmed, asked BBC News for a response to Mr. Hunt's claims. A spokesperson for BBC News stated, climate editor Justin Rowlatt was interviewing the Prince of Wales about the hugely significant subject of climate change ahead of the UN Climate Change Conference in Glasgow. This comes as controversies continue to surround the royal family. On Monday, the Metropolitan Police announced they would be taking no further action after conducting a review of evidence relating to sex crime allegations against Prince Andrew and the late U.S. financier Jeffrey Epstein. During his interview on the BBC, the Prince of Wales said he understands why campaigners from organisations like Extinction Rebellion take to the streets to demand action. The future king said it had taken too long for the world to wake up to the risks of climate change. This comes as his mother, the Queen, appeared to suggest she is irritated by people who talk but don't do, ahead of next month's climate change summit.